Hi, everybody. I almost hit the stop streaming button. I so did. I so did. That's the energy
And here
tonight.
we go.
And that is the energy tonight. That was close. I was like, oop.
Welcome to the shit show, folks.
Yeah, hi, everybody. It's wonderful to see you. It is chapter 23, the 30th actual episode in the entire series. We are getting into some very serious climactic points in this in this series, and I'm so happy to have you all here tonight with Mandy Storydad, your boy Big, Sharmy, Daryl Brendan, playing Lupe, Texas, December, Deacon, Uptown. We come to you tonight hot off of the very tense scene with Uptown within that sort of prison or holding structure being
Oubliette.
used by the oubliette is it technically a prison, yeah, I guess, but yeah, it's but it's not going to be there that we pick back up. Although Uptown has ran away from this subterranean lair, disguised as the once again Prince Kyle Strathcona, we're actually going to tune ourselves into another scene. If you all remember, I know there's a lot of threads within this big wefting and wending tapestry that we have here with you all, but there is a particular thread that we left near the tail of last season that hasn't quite been tied back up, and I think we're going to join in there. We are at M3, Midnight Moon Magic, the magical shop run by December.
Yes.
Can you describe, first and foremost, some of the magical experimentation, some of the breakthroughs and tried and true evolutions of blood sorcery that you have been conducting? December is walking down a path that many thaumaturges, many warlocks have walked down before. This experimentation, this evolution of your own powers. You have been busy. So what is it exactly that within the quieter moments, the hours of the evening where you wait to go and sleep for the day, what have you been doing and what does that look like?
One of the things December has been doing is each night spilling her blood into a bowl and speaking over it, doing a long-term project. And as she has repeated this ritual for a few nights, she is also iterating on it, finding the places where this ritual for tracking can be augmented and added to and combined with other potential magics to enhance its ability. But her focus with the finished product is to craft a typical bloodstone as one of her measures.
I would like, I believe, a series of rouse and feeding checks, as this would have had to have happened over a course of evenings. So,
Yes.
please.
So it should be it. Okay, so one fail, one success. 2 success, so 1 hungrier. So that is the goal is to craft 3 bloodstones, as that is the amount that she can withstand paying attention to at this time. So the first one, she gets 1 point hungrier, and then I'm going to move on just to the second one and do my rolls. And okay, so gets hungrier once more. This is where the feed will need to come in before she can complete the second. Oh boy, where's my... Okay. Yep, success. Okay, so moving on to... That is a 4. Success. The third one, sorry. Third one now. And sorry, in my feed, how far back down should I take it?
You will remove 2 hunger.
Okay, so I'll go back to 2. Thank you. And then I'm going to do the third one now. Okay. And I get hungrier. I'm at 4 hunger again, but the third one is now complete.
Woof. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, those were the only downtime type activities that were going to take rouse checks, correct?
The only other one would be the... This would have to be after another feed, but it would be to create the receptacles for blood, because I need 2 of them for use later.
Perhaps a different evening.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So that is a potential future project, but project 1 is complete.
Perfect. The bloodstones are created. I think since December put so much of a personal mark on what her magic looks like, what do December's bloodstones look like? When I imagine them, I call to mind like a sphere of, like, you know, a crimson pebble, so to speak. But truly, anyone's bloodstone can look however they would like. So what does December's look like?
December's looks like a shard of crystal. A deep, dark red, more black, but the sheen of it is red, and you can see there's a red in the depths of it. But otherwise, looks like a piece of quartz cut into a...
Ooh.
I can't think of what the gem shape is, but it's kind of like tubular with pointy at either end.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Kind of like a pendant.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, I love that. All right, keeping that in mind for later. I believe there is someone that needs to be spoken to.
Yes. So this series of rituals has been going on in complete privacy, which is not necessarily characteristic for December. Typically, she would have at least 1 or 2 members of the coven around supporting her in these magics, but she's been purposefully doing these separate from everyone, and has let the coven know that she would call a meeting for all.
Okay.
So I guess she would have mentioned that a little bit in advance to give everyone a couple of days to ensure their schedule.
Yeah.
But it's mandatory.
So the coven starts clearing their schedules. You note that, you know, as you're checking in on everyone, not just is this a quick little like, hey, family meeting in a couple days or anything like that. It's also a pretty serious series of check-ins with your coven to see how they're doing, ensure that they're being fed, ensure that they have the resources that they require and are making good progress. Rowan having taken over a lot of the tarot practice as your nights have gotten a lot busier. That seems to be going really well for the shop. Paul, they have been setting up a different prophetic practice to go along with that, throwing bones and getting, kind of spectacular results. Your herb supplies in the store, not only are they fully stocked, they're also very much like Amara has fully stocked things that you haven't seen in the shop prior. We're talking about like old world herbs and medicines. You're looking at like fresh growing pots of like ginseng, and you see like more esoteric peppers, and you see that they've started to expand into like more crystalline and energy infused things. Like there's there's large stores of like moon water and the sort. Amara is like very much doing the most in order to ensure that you have proper stores. They're thriving under the coven mentality. Sandra's doing well. It seems like all the prophetic readings have been going incredibly, and M3 is sort of, you're starting to get a picture painted that like there's very much a niche being carved as like, this is where you go for psychic readings. Like this is the place to go where like people like all over Calgary will like start coming in, and you're increasing in clientele. The popularity of the shop is growing. It feels good because there's starting to become like an obfuscation. The shop is so busy that like the comings and goings of your coven and the people that surround you are starting to become a little bit inconsequential, which feels great. Everyone comes together a few nights later, and it is in the second floor of the shop. I will ask, is Pothinos present?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. Usually he will stay outdoors even in the cold. But he ducks down, his horns just, they barely scrape the ceiling. He's decided to not have his giant axe. He's put the armor away. It's just Pothinos. He's wearing pants. He has a shirt. A simple like leather jerkin style of shirt, nothing too fancy or anything like that, but he's decided to clothe himself.
Is he wearing his friendship bracelet?
He's wearing his friendship bracelet, and it seems as if he has a, you're not entirely sure, but like you might see like a temporary tattoo on his upper bicep. And it literally just says, like it's the classic Americana like mom with the heart around it and the arrow. When questioned, he's just like, I'm just trying stuff out. And yeah, so
Customize your avatar. That's cool.
ah, yes, like a mage. Of course.
Yes. Thank you for being here. I'll need your support in this matter.
Of course. So, everyone is present, and they're all looking around, kind of like not nervously, most of them, but they seem a little bit of confusion, a little bit of wonder as to why you've called a meeting. This being literally the first all hands meeting that you've had since the coven was formed. You've had separate ones where it's a couple of members at once, but everything's pretty free flowing. Everything's pretty free form. So there hasn't been need for something like that. And this is a little bit of a cause for alarm. And yeah, so they're all sitting either on the overstuffed paisley furniture or just sort of standing, waiting for what you've got to say.
All right. Then December faces them all, kind of standing near, but not beside Pothinos, probably more like in the middle of the room, addressing everyone, and says, Coven, thank you for being here. All of you have been valuable to me in some way in the past, and I to you. However, someone in this room has betrayed us. I will give this person the opportunity to speak the way they have wronged me, and by extension, all of you, or I will explain it myself if they choose not to. They may not like the words I choose.
I would like you to roll a charisma plus persuade. Ooh, intimidation.
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. As much as that might have almost sounded like a persuasion, there was a blade behind those words.
And that was the intention, so that is a single success. Too cute.
Yeah, unfortunately. Your attempts at pushing for answers has sort of fallen on deaf ears, and while there is a little bit of shuffling and a tad bit of folks sort of looking at one another with like a bit of scrutiny, no one steps forward.
All right, then. A member of our coven has been working against me with those who I do not want to know my business. This has compromised us and my safety, if not for Pothinos. Likely, I would be elsewhere, and all of you would hunger and be exposed in this place alone. Our safe environment is not so safe when spells are being left about, spells that open us up to observation from others. Pothinos, can you explain what you've seen being left around M3?
Yes. There have been hex bags, little trinkets, and monitoring devices. I have seen the trails and the aura of individuals who come and go and watch this place. And I have seen blood.
Blood. And these spells is the evidence that I present that Marcia has worked with the Sabbat against me.
You see Marcia's face drop, and she goes sheet white. Blood draining from her face.
They tried twice to kill me. That is on you.
the other coven members step away from Marcia as if she's just been exposed as like a leper. She stammers for a second. You've...
I have fed you. I have clothed you. I have taught you. I have welcomed you. And you have given us what in return?
You and the coven are wrong about how to handle this city. And Alexis and the others, the other members of the Pack of the Grail, they will take what is theirs in this city. And this was the only way that it's done without massive bloodshed. I can't...
So you thought the bloodshed of those around you was a worthy trade instead? What would happen to Paul and Zephyr and Sandra and everyone when I have been taken? I love cats.
They may have come into harm's way, but you said it. You said that we would be in danger, and we are. More than any of you really know. And you haven't told the Coven everything. They don't know about Enkidu, and they don't know about the other half of him, and they don't know anything about Strathcona or the other monsters that sit in this city. You made it seem like we were just tools, pawns, and I served and I tried. But they gave me something that you never would. And that's the truth. Real truth. Eye-opening truth.
Do you know what that kind of truth does to you? It creates obsession. It becomes your singular focus. It takes over your life and your mind, and you are no longer thinking clearly. How useful can you be to one another when you're all worried about the sword hanging over your heads? Instead, let someone who has ideas on how to deal with the problem handle the burden of knowledge. It was never my intention to keep everything separate forever. I have information now that can be helpful and useful, conveyed in the correct way. Rather than panicking, the Coven can become a resource. Instead, you want us to be removed from the equation.
That's not what I wanted.
That's what was almost going to happen. If not for Pothinos, if not for my coterie.
That's because there were bad elements in the pack.
You're the bad element in our pack. So what should we do with you? Forgive and forget? I can't trust that. But it's not only my decision. because you didn't almost kill only me, but all of us. So we together will decide your fate. Is there anything you want to say for yourself other than licking the boots of those who manipulate your mind?
I've spent a lot of time with the pack. And if I strip away all of the zealotry and all of the revelations and the promises that they gave, and I look at the people that are behind all of that, I've gotten to know Alexis. If you put me away, I don't want you to hold this against her. She's...
How much do you think she values you?
I think I went from one piece of property to another, but one of them treated me the way that a piece of property should be. I was actually used and given what I needed to do the job. I don't need you to understand. You left the pyramid, and I'm looking for my own.
My mistake to give you autonomy, then. My mistake to allow you the choice to join the coven, to accept our support, to learn with us. No. Instead, something will be done, and either you assist in the conversation between myself and Alexis, well, if she cares enough about your well-being, or the coven decides your fate. Either way, you don't leave here until I say so.
Okay. Okay.
Great. I'm warding you in. Hopefully you live through this.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Rowan, escort her downstairs with me. I'll draw the ward. And then we'll discuss this another night. You have 2 nights to consider what to do with her.
Rowan grabs Marcia and roughly take Marcia down to the bottom of the shop. If December doesn't follow and Rowan is left to their own devices, Rowan quite literally kicks Marcia down the last few stairs and then slams and locks the door.
I think December catches only the end of that because she turned back to say to Zephyr, the plan for me needs to be thrown out and redone. Identify how to improve against it and come up with something new. And then she'll see the ending of that interaction and go downstairs to draw a warding circle against ghouls so she can't exit.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, we'll give it 1 sec, but Lupe, we'll wait for Mandy to rush back. I can hear them.
Well, I will say that December did just roll arouse and did not get hungrier, but is quite there, and so she is
You're at 4, aren't you?
correct.
Okay.
So drawing this circle is taking all of her concentration.
Okay.
at the moment.
So we're actually we're gonna right before Lupe is going to come and knock on the door or make the call to come in, etc. You hear that voice in the back of your head. Hey, kid. Getting hungry. You know, when we started all of this, you and me, we were a pretty good team. We had a good vision on things. You kept me fed. We got free. We were experimenting. There was love in the air. Things were good. And then there was a little heartache. And I know things were tough for you. I get it. I totally get it. Been there, done that. You're getting sloppy. Very sloppy. Ghouls getting the better of you. Relying on the protection of the exact thing that your clan created. And I know it's intoxicating having a big, strong knight to protect you. I get it. If you keep getting hungry and you keep neglecting me and you continue to let your emotions get the better of you and keep making these mistakes, you die. Your friends can't trust you. You're getting, well, untrustworthy. How does anyone trust you? How does anyone trust you? It's...
Doesn't matter.
Now you're talking to yourself.
No
Listen,
more mistakes.
you have
Just
eternity.
focus.
You have eternity. You're going to make more mistakes. But, unfortunately, I'm here in the passenger seat, and if you die, I die. So, if you really don't want me to take the wheel and eat one of your pretty little witches, get better. Be better. This isn't like you.
December's hands are clenched, her nails biting into her hands, drawing blood. And as she finishes the ritual circle, she looks up at Rowan. I need restoration.
Well, you can take it. That's okay. Yeah, do what you have to. It's fine.
Thank you, Rowan. Come.
Rowan presents their wrist very nonchalantly. And as you take their wrist in your hand and you...
And December is still kneeling on the floor, trying to keep herself in control in a zen state rather than giving in to that persistent passenger.
Rowan looks down at December, sees that there's this bit of a moment of vulnerability. You know we love you. But we really can just quit this charade. We can't say no. I think you should probably come to terms with that.
It'll take time.
From the look of things, you don't have time. And selfishly, your safety is our safety now. So I know you're our leader. And I know you're doing your best. But a lot of us are scared about what happens when your best isn't good enough. And then we go hungry.
Well, I have some ways around that. Some of them will be coming to fruition soon. There will be resources should a problem occur. But what I need most of all, after feeding, is advice. And I know the perfect person to get it now. There will be time for discussion on what to do next because we have a lot of work ahead. And I'm going to need research. I'm going to need support. I am going to need to stay fed. And part of that requires the business to run.
We're here for you. Of course. You finish feeding, and I assume that it's time to make a phone call.
It is, but it's yeah, actually it is a phone call.
Okay.
Cold call.
Cold calling? Okay.
I love a cold call.
Yeah, to Lupe.
Oh, wrong scene.
Oh.
All good. Ring, ring. There it is.
Ring.
What are you doing tonight?
Oh, it sounds like you have something fun planned. I could make time for you.
I need your help. It might be fun.
Oh.
It might not.
Can you say over the phone? Should I bring anything in particular?
Your best school.
My best school.
Yes. Or one you can spare for some assistance for a little while.
You need to borrow someone.
Just for the day or so.
All right. I can do that.
And there will be, of course, magical shenanigans. I need to pick your brain on some rituals.
Oh, I love a good ritual. I'll bring a few things. And you sound on edge. Do you need a snack?
I just fed, but yes.
All right. I'll call up one of the dolls. See you in... When do you want me to come by?
An hour?
Works for me.
Thank you, Lupe.
Of course. And she will hang up the phone and I guess call... she'll probably bring Isaiah.
Isaiah?
Maybe not Isaiah.
I mean, it depends on what you want to do with him, but like he's he's kind of a hardcore dude.
I'll probably bring a couple of the ghouls to see which one is more appropriate.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, because December was vague, but I guess I'll say you could probably tell in her voice that there is a little sense of danger, but also her research curiosity brain is turning.
Aha, okay. Yeah, I'll bring Isaiah and I'll bring Maya too.
The dynamic duo.
Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone's met Maya yet. But I'll bring both of them, and I'll grab the most readily available blood doll to bring as a little offering.
Perfect.
And I will head over to 3M. Triple M.
3-6 Mafia? No, yeah, that totally works. That totally works.
We go for it. Back of the dog.
I
No,
thought we were
don't you
saying the
dare.
Nightmare magic every single time.
We are not. We are not saying it
No,
every
please.
single time.
No.
We know. Bruh.
Bro. Calm yourself. Yeah,
All
so
right.
that's who I'll bring with. Lupe is looking surprisingly casual chic. It was my night off. There's clothes in the car if I need to change.
Lupe, you always look amazing.
I know.
You don't need to. You don't need to change to come here.
That's why I didn't.
Excellent. Come in.
And you will see Isaiah, who you have met before, very tall, tattooed man, and then you see like buff Latina mommy,
Also tattooed.
pantsuit, also tattooed,
Tattoo party.
and who is a femme person who is obviously a blood doll from Temple. You said you needed a snack, so I brought someone pretty for you to look at.
Appreciate it, though unnecessary. I need to feed and work.
She's getting paid either way, so.
And I appreciate you greatly.
Of
And
course.
I'd speak directly to the blood doll, actually, in that.
I'm just a snack. It's fine.
You are.
And what a good snack you are.
Both of you, actually, Isaiah, do you mind terribly? There's a ward on this door, so you won't be passing by it unless you want to be severely injured. However, there's someone on the other side who might attempt passage.
Is it a kill on sight?
An eye up there. Well, you know what? Yes. If she's trying to leave, then yes, it's worth it.
Okay.
There's a problem in the coven, Lupe. Let's talk upstairs.
All right.
And she'll
So,
take her up into the parlor.
yeah. Maya will post up in the entry area, and Isaiah will go wherever you tell him to go.
Cool. So he's going down, we're going up. And then upstairs, December will say, Pothanos let me know that Marcia, my newest coven member, is actually compromised, in league with Alexis and the rest. That rotten, stinking group.
And she's still breathing. Why?
The Coven and I are going to decide what exactly to do with her, but I need her first to communicate with Alexis more easily. If we want to be able to either get information or convince her that she's making a bad decision by going against us, then Marcia will be necessary. After that, we'll see.
I see. That is a threshold that is difficult to uncross, my dear. But this is up to you and yours. So you need my help with...
Well, first of all, the Coven helpfully made a plan on what to do with me in case they were worried about my expanded power. But Marcia knows all of those details. So I'm asking them to rework and fortify against the original plan. That's where your ghoul support comes in. Fresh ideas. Things she would never think to know.
Oh.
That's not the only avenue I'm taking for protection, but that's one you can help with.
Wait, your ghouls have a contingency plan to final death you should you get out of control?
Yes. Is this surprising?
Oh.
I'm quite proud of them, actually, for thinking up such a thing.
If you feel that such a safeguard is necessary, then by all means.
Well,
I would never give someone such ammo, but that's me.
I'm more worried if the pyramid gets a hold of me again, what I can do. Less so if I'm independent.
That makes sense. All right. So, you need Isaiah for how long?
A day to go over ideas would probably be enough. They can communicate by other means after that if there's more to discuss.
All right.
I'll connect him with Zephyr. They can go over the dossier and they'll move on from there.
All right. Then for the next day, he is yours.
Thank you. I'll treat him like one of my own. Not the one in the basement, one of the regular ones.
I know what you meant.
Yeah, this day is a lot, and I have been working way closer to daytime than I should. I also have been thinking about our larger problem and how to track, how to perhaps follow or influence. I don't know if I can make it work, but our magics are always stronger when we use them together, so I thought we could look into it.
Of course. I would be happy to help. I do already have ideas for our friend, but having extra couldn't hurt.
Well, I was hoping for a way to pinpoint where one half and then the other is in a way that could be observed not necessarily just by one of us, but by both of us or others. That's the first thing. The second would be some sort of way to insulate ourselves against them, but that is not something I really have gotten close to thinking deeply on yet.
That may be magic beyond our reach, but it is worth looking into. I also have Liam working on this as well. Already.
Okay, excellent.
Sedite blood magic is good for such things, especially when dealing with ancients.
Excellent. Well, there may be a way that what we've spoken of in terms of occult blood magic can improve the longevity or the power of existing rituals, so if we spend some time iterating on it, we may be able to help him as well. I think we need better wards.
Always. They can always be improved upon.
I'm gonna be in the next few nights warding all entrances of the shop and certain areas inside against certain Canaanites. I was hoping you could help me ensure that the adjustments are correct.
So, warding to keep everyone in and out.
Yes. There's one where I need everyone other than myself and maybe one other. And then another where there are particulars who I want it to go off for. And I can't decide if it's easier to be inclusive or exclusive. So, experimentation.
So, warding, alarming.
Yes. Remember the Nosferatu ward?
Yes.
It had that condition specific to clan, and so I thought maybe clan specific, if not individual specific, would be enough. If the spot count as a clan, as it were.
They don't.
As the two of you are speculating, can I please get a collective intelligence and occult?
Okay.
I will take net successes from the both of you. Three, all right. And 4. So December and Lupe are both like very well versed when it comes to wards and basic thwarting of kindred and ghouls and spirits and such from locations. It's old magic. It's very simple, but very, very rarely is it so intensely direct as to only affect one singular person. But there's really no reason why it couldn't. And December and Lupe both got a pretty damn good look at the cul-de-sac home, the location where the shard of Enkidu was kept. It seemed like a pretty basic large-scale ward. There was, of course, some arcane shenanigans that were put inside. There was a spirit that was bound there with him, or a piece of one, a very, very powerful one that would keep that place in a state of static. So it's sort of a collective realization from both of you that a ward against kindred focused on one person should work. On paper, they aren't supposed to be able to move through it, or else be on penalty of pain, or with subsequent wards overlapping one another, death. There shouldn't really be a kindred alive that can survive subsequent wards that are placed one on top of another, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So truly, it seems like what you're going to need to be working with is something outside of the typical warding structure. And that would be an outside influence. Another spirit, a wraith, or perhaps a very powerful changeling. There needs to be an infusion of a separate type of magic, whether that be lupine, whether that be what have you. Vampires as a whole, kindred as a whole, are meant to rail against and overcome their own curse, overcome their own disciplines in order to do violence on one another. It's your fate. It is with the infusion of something else that you can store things away, that you can keep things sealed, that you can slay things for good. As much as the different strata of the supernatural side of the world would hate to admit, it is cooperation that gets things done. And perhaps it is getting close to time that you actually make that decision. Reach out and start developing something altogether new.
We can't do this alone.
No, we cannot.
Now,
Of course.
one's... Go ahead.
I was going to say, if an outside entity is needed, we already know one, but I'm not sure he would answer my call given reciprocity has been paid.
You mean Obi?
Yes.
Worth an attempt, I think. However, I'm not sure what such a being would ask in return if there's no existing deal. Question: Can I make some kind of intelligence roll based off of my knowledge of creatures like Oberon?
Are you trying to suss out what the cost of something like this may be?
Exactly.
You can roll. Yeah, we'll say intelligence in occult or intelligence in academics. You can choose, each one giving a different kind of answer.
I'll pick academics because my specialty would come into play, so I can add.
Yeah,
this.
absolutely. Yeah, no, please.
Great. Big money, no whammies. Oh, whammies.
Press your luck in this chat? Damn.
I'm gonna use a willpower because
Hit it.
that was so many failure, but I got a lot of dice here. Oh, I lost one. Hang on. Oh, phew. Okay. 7 with a messy critical.
So it's so unfortunate. It is a deeply, deeply unfortunate reality. Stories about vampires are true, right? You you know that they suck blood, and you understand that they can't go out in the day, and that certain superstitions, like them crossing water or being repelled by crosses, some of those are true on a case-to-case basis. Werewolves, you're sitting in the same boat. Silver harms them. Moonlight changes them. Giant, big, scary, hairy man. Book talk girlies are attracted to them. There's certain truisms about the supernatural creatures of the evening. You have read. You are well read. You are an educated woman. You are so well versed on the things that go bump in the night. If you ask the king of the fairies, quite literally, to seal away one of the foremost threats to his people, one of the most horrifying, cursed vampires known to the entire world. The cost will be astronomical. Reciprocity will be a quid pro quo. And that quid pro quo will be something that you do not want to pay. It's that simple. It will not be, wow, what a steep cost. I can pay this back eventually. It will be something that you cannot afford to lose. But, and it is the biggest but, it would work. They don't renege on deals. They might try to weasel the words. It may, in some capacity, if it is worded wrong and they have ill intent in their heart, it might be the curling of the finger on the monkey's paw. But boy, howdy, does it work. So it really just comes down to how much are you willing to pay to potentially stop an apocalypse.
The cost of such a thing would be perhaps beyond what we have available to us now. But it might be our only option. Currently, it's not our only option. Because Uptown's friend Modi spoke of making connections with spirits before. Maybe we can find someone whose cost would be less.
You hear a knock on the door from a heavy hand.
Hello?
Athanos?
Yeah. Is Modi here?
No, enter.
Yeah. All right.
And the door opens. He ducks and comes through.
Oh.
Hi, Papanos.
Hello, Lupe. I heard Modi, and I thought he may be here. That we could play air hockey.
Oh.
Have you played air hockey before?
I've been playing air hockey, and also foosball. Yes.
That is amazing, the dexterity you still have. I was talking about Modi, actually.
Yes.
You've been speaking with him. Do you know of his previous experience interacting with spirits?
Ah, yes. He's spoken at length of it.
I think I'd like to speak to him about it as well.
He's pretty sad right now.
Well, it doesn't have to be now.
Oh,
Optimus.
okay.
was
Well, I could call him, is what I'm saying.
We should set up a meeting for a time when he feels up to it in the next 1 to 3 nights.
I will send him an instant message.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Remember you said you wanted us all to get a drink? This will be that.
I've been working on a disguise so that I may go and be in places.
A disguise?
Oh.
Yes, Modi has promised me crane games.
How do you disguise yourself, Pothanos? Is this magic that you've been working on?
No, it's kind of early. It's mostly just a hat and a big coat. But I don't have the shoes are the hardest part because of the hooves.
I think the hardest part is the height, personally, but we can go to tooth and nail or something.
Well, you've seen Shaq. It's not crazy.
I'll make
You are head and
buy some
shoulders
crane
above.
games that you can use, maybe.
I'm just saying. Modi was he had said there's this man by the name of Shaquille, and that he is a behemoth in the world of men, and that he can still go out places, and that he is quite a fan of a place known as Buffalo Wild Wings.
Lupe is barely containing herself.
Yes, and a parlor that serves a flat bread that is owned by a man named Papa John. And that he is the owner of this place.
Well, Modi would know more about food than I do these days, unless I'm cooking it.
All I
Right.
know is Papa John smells disgusting.
We flew by, and he said to take a big sniff, and I asked what was that pungent, garlicky aroma, and he said it was the shakaroni pizza. A pie so large that it could feed a man 7 hands
All right.
tall. I
A lot taller than that.
yes. See, that is why I am having a problem.
We'll get back to this later. The meeting is a little bit more important than
Okay.
whatever meal you and Modi decide to consume. Because recall, I don't eat anymore.
Neither do I. It's far more about the crane games. I feel like
Okay,
I'm
we'll go with
distracting from the
Lupe's
point.
plan.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Lupe's plan. We'll get you a game to play. More importantly, set up this meeting for me, please. It's important.
Okay. He pulls out a phone. It's an old school. It is a flip phone. He said, "The touch does not work with my gravelly claws, so I must use a tactile phone," is what Modi has told me. And he clicks.
I prefer the flip phone as well.
Ah, yes. And he taps. The instant message has been sent. I have received in return an affirmation, a thumbs up.
Excellent. I
who got him a
appreciate your
phone?
assistance.
Is what I want to
Confidence?
know. Yes. Where did you get a phone?
What, Modi gave me your phone.
Oh.
He said he was.
He and Modi have been speaking a lot.
We've been
Apparently-
hanging out.
Pothanos, I would love to know. You've talked to Modi recently, have you?
This evening, yes. He said he was too busy.
Mention recent events, perhaps?
He mentioned some sort of crusade upon foul demons that lay within the ivory tower, yes. But he said he could handle it, and thus I trust him.
Lupe just looks at December like, you've got to be fucking kidding me.
Yes, this
He's
is
busy
what
with
I
what?
deal with.
Well, no, he's busy. He was too busy for Mario Kart this evening.
Did he say what he was up to? He's not looking for Uptown, is he? We had agreed we'd give him another night.
Oh, no, he said that it was going to wait, and that he was going home in order to drink beer and listen to Three Doors Down.
Oh,
Yes.
what a god-awful choice.
Well, and also Matchbox 20, he said.
All right.
And Shinedown? I'm unaware of who these lyricists are, but...
Lupe just looks increasingly more disgusted as each band is named.
Lupe and
Shine down is a
have the same
pool.
expression.
I'm sorry to interrupt the scene. Shine down is a fucking pool. Jesus Christ.
Our eyes are glazing
Okay.
over.
Yep. We're tuning him out at this point.
So anyway, Lupe, I had a question, an unrelated question, and you can tell she suddenly sounds awkward as hell.
Oh. Pothanos, would you excuse us, please?
Of course. And he just excuses himself.
She gives him a little wave. Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, it's been really interesting getting to know him and trying to understand what he's saying.
He's like a baby bird, a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
a
cute.
really old, eloquent baby bird.
What was your question?
Okay, I've gotten myself into a bit of a situation, and I'm looking for advice.
Oh.
Because you are somebody well versed in these matters, and
Oh?
I don't really know what to do next. Um,
Color
I
me
mean,
interested.
I've noticed recently that you talk to the Baron a lot, and he gravitates towards you when we're in meetings, and his eyes follow you when you're not looking at him, and you're apart. What's with that?
Well, the Baron and I have been seeing each other for a little while.
Okay, I thought there might be something to it. I I mean, at first I thought most people look at you like that, but then I
Oh, they
thought,
do.
well, that kind of looks a little bit familiar. Um, and uh, I had a nice talk with Texas the other day.
Oh?
Well, remember how he basically allowed himself to be beholden to Enkidu because I didn't want Pothinos to become dust?
Oh, he does that all the time. He's had a crush on you for a while.
And I mean, I thought that's all it was. Except he keeps being there and intervening and supporting and paying attention to me for some reason. And well, I might have told him that I reciprocate and that I love him,
Do
and I
you?
don't think I lied.
Oh, okay. And the problem is
What do I do now?
you
The
could.
last time I told somebody that I loved them, I immediately fed them my blood, and then they had to do everything I
Oh,
wanted all the time. I
well,
don't wanna.
the last person I was in love with turned me into a kindred. So, actually, the first person I was in love with turned me into a kindred. Last
Are
and
you
first.
are you still in love with him?
In love is a strong term. I do love him. But right now, things can't be the way they were. Too much damage has been done. I need time to see that he is repairing.
And you're not choosing the Baron over him?
No, why should I have to choose?
I guess I shouldn't be surprised considering how many you have at your beck and call.
Right now, there is a little bit of an understanding, and it has yet to be made official in any direction. So, I don't really have interest in rekindling things with Liam at present. And I would like to pursue things with the Baron. But that does not mean I have to choose. I don't necessarily.
Interesting. Well, I
That's
was
how I
just
choose to live
curious
anyway.
because
I know
um
y'all fucking
I
exactly.
mm, I feel Not that I necessarily chose to fall in love with Texas, but that it happened without me noticing.
Yes, I'm very familiar with that.
Well, he said that's all that's all he wanted in repayment for what he's done. And I want to make sure I'm doing it right. So I have some gifts. I think gifts are a normal thing to give. What
They are.
else? What else would you do if you were me?
Spend time with him, dear. You know, when the Baron first... I feel so weird calling him the Baron now. When Trevor asked me out.
Trevor.
I
You
know,
call
on
him
paper,
Trevor.
it makes no sense, does it?
No, it's fine. Very common name from back home.
We talked about it. We talked about what we wanted from one another. We talked about giving this a try and seeing where it went. And it's going well. I wasn't really expecting it to go well, but it is. Extremely, actually. So spend
Well, that's
time,
nice.
talk, get to know each other. Outside of coterie matters.
We have been a bit, but I plan for more. I don't want to mess it up and then, well, he'll change his mind, you know.
I don't think he will change his mind. Texas is the kind of man who is dedicated once he makes up his mind about someone. That is what I have observed. And
Never seen anything like it.
sometimes all it takes is a decision. You make that decision to love someone. Even if you feel like you fell into it, you decided. The point is to keep deciding if you want things to stay that way.
I can't imagine things without him now.
I love that for you. Genuinely.
Great, because it feels terrifying. I don't know.
I've been
How
waiting for the
people
two
do
of you
this
to
all
get
the
together
time.
for a while. How do we do it all the time? It's easy. It's the falling out of love part that's hard.
This is not easy. I'm sitting here wondering, what is he doing? Has he eaten today? Should I go and check on him?
Have you
I have
texted him?
things to do.
So make a little room for him in your list of things to do.
Camera cuts to Texas. He's at his apartment. Walking in Memphis. Walking with my feet 10 feet off a bill. Playing video games.
Okay, I will. I gotta write a schedule.
You don't want to see my calendar. I will be of no help to you there.
Right, yes.
I
I'm just used to being in here on my own or with the coven. And now I'm going out there. You've ridden his bike. It is wild being on a motorcycle.
wonder if Trevor has a motorcycle. He probably does,
He
right?
should
He
get
looks like
one.
the type.
If he doesn't, he should get one. It's the closest I've ever felt to flying.
We'll buy him one. Maybe Deacon can
Ooh.
help me pick one out.
I mean,
I don't know
Texas
anything
help
about
you
bikes.
pick one out.
Oh,
Texas
that
knows
works
a lot
too.
about. He's always tinkering away.
You know what? I would rather ask Texas.
Maybe we should hang out sometime and then you guys can talk about bikes. And I don't know what I would talk to the Baron about, but I can figure it out.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it. I'm sure if I asked, he would say yes. She looks very pleased with herself.
Thanks, Lupe. I have not had to deal with this before, and not knowing is difficult for me. I think I know what to do next.
All right. Well, you already have his heart, so really it's just about having fun from here.
That's terrifying. I don't want to destroy it.
I think anything involving Texas is extremely hard to destroy.
One of the things I love about him.
Oh. Now you're turning me into a sap. That's cute.
Ugh. It's weird. And that's what I've got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I have too.
So, as you wrap up this little discussion, I think that this sort of puts onto you both that you are going to be working on some rather severe ritual prep together, though. You can go ahead and throw that into a note for next time. There's going to be a to borrow a term from Blades in the Dark and Forged in the Dark. There will be sort of a running clock on how long that takes you all to work on. So in the background, that'll come up at a later time. As you two wrap things up, do we feel like this is a pretty good place to zoom out? Perfect. Now we got a late start this evening, so we're going to go a little longer till break. But let's zoom back in on, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, a rather opulent location. Deacon has purchased a new property. There is, really in no uncertain terms, a new haven for the Ventrue. A gigantic estate that has been purchased for, as far as I've read, for the sole purpose of security. There are guards that walk the grounds. There are gates, and it seems rather exclusive and inaccessible. But where is it within this sprawling property, this manor, some might describe it? Where is it that we find Deacon?
Currently, he is walking in the main house, his house, essentially, with his new head of security as far as the grounds go. A man named Logan, who, because we were talking about him before we interstreamed, looks exactly like Jesse.
6'9".
It has to be.
Yeah.
Just 6'9", just this large, large teddy bear of a man, who is also the head of security for the grounds. He is the one that calls out all orders for the other four that are walking the manor, and he's giving him a tour of the main house, essentially telling him, so pretty much, except for my office, room, and my main study, you have the run of the place. I know you. I gave you the tour of the guest house, which is essentially where, when you need, it is yours. Make the rooms yours. It doesn't matter to me. And I'll provide anything you need. Just ask me. I'll provide it for you. But so long as this place stays safe, I'm going to make sure that taken care of. Z told me that you are maybe you are the second person to make me feel small. And he's looking of him. You're the second person. There's another guy, my mentor. She keeps him around. His name is Han. I would pay money. Good Lord. I would pay money to see you two go at it. Same size, same everything. But you've got better arms. Just Jesus Christ. And he's just like, so, yeah, pretty much kitchen, all this stuff. Library. Please don't mess up my book order. I have it in a certain way, but if you want to read, I'm not going to say no.
Follow the Dewey Decimal System. I get it.
You're my guy, Logan. But essentially, the only off-limits areas, my room, my office, and the study.
Do those become accessible in the case of a security emergency, or is that a completely no-go zone?
If you need to fall back there, the study. It becomes do or die. I'll step into your position, and you'll take orders from me.
Okay.
And believe me, if things become do or die, you won't have to wait.
I noticed that you have a pretty extensive armory. I'm not going to ask about legality. I'm not.
Most is legal. Private security has leeway when it comes to certain weaponry. Others, there's a reason why I bought.
Mr. Hill, you are my employer. I am not asking questions. What I am wondering, this is out of pure curiosity.
Go right ahead. I love curiosity.
Well, I love a vindictive prick, and you seem to have enough munitions here to make someone regret knowing your name. What kind of a security threat am I looking at here? If are we like 5 alarm? Like if things go down, I'm looking at a very serious amount of firepower, and in locations around the building that lead me to believe that you could be expecting an attack at any time. Now, I'm as paranoid as the next person. Don't get me wrong. I keep one loaded under the desk beside my bed, etc., etc. I have a piece on me now, and I don't really mess around. But this is excessive, and I should be prepared for that.
I respect the question, Logan. Listen, I do a lot of work with the law enforcement here. Certain cases they can't solve themselves, I take it upon myself. I also have a lot of government contracts. Essentially, my name personally can be associated with a lot of things. Certain people finding out things that certain people don't want found out. On top of that,
I'm assuming organized crime. I'm assuming organized crime.
No, I am not in organized crime.
No, I'm assuming the people in organized crime do not like you. If these are just gangsters, they will not leave the grounds alive.
Have you heard of the Scourged?
Like the MC? Yeah.
The biker gang.
Yeah, absolutely. Very familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
They particularly do not like me. One guy, but, as a whole, pretty much it's even. One guy particularly says, fuck you to me, and then also the gang itself does not like me. I've put a few of their number away because they're not very good at keeping their organized crime actually organized. But also,
Okay.
please keep in mind, while your job is not to protect me in particular. Your job is to scope the grounds, let me know of danger. And if danger comes, trust and believe. I'm going to be right by you, knocking motherfuckers down.
Okay. I appreciate that. What I'm really trying to dig at here, though, truly, is am I going to solve a lot of our future problems by doing off-site wet work? That's what I'm really trying to dig at.
Do you want to do off-site wet work?
I'd rather do it now than mess up your expensive curtains.
Focus on the grounds.
Okay.
Anything off-site, Z, she'll let you know.
I'm at Z. Strong handshake.
Yeah. She'd probably kill you. Actually, no. Another one I would pay, you versus Z. Though she's a sniper, so I don't know if she'd give you the chance.
One last thing.
Go right ahead, Logan.
Day that I was hired,
Uh-huh.
I was visited by a guy named Fox.
And what'd they say?
They stole my shoes and kissed me on the mouth, and then made a very direct threat about you and keeping you safe.
Yeah, Fox is really into me.
They're great. I like the vibe. The tattoos were cool. I've heard of Sapphic Erection, great band, but a little off-putting. I have a feeling this is going to be a very interesting period of employment for me.
I'll have a conversation with Fox about my employees because people who work for me, I take you very seriously. I don't want, oh God, I hate saying, oh, I'm the cool boss, but no. You've seen what you're being paid. I make sure anyone that works for me in any capacity, even the mailroom guy currently makes 60 grand a year. That's the lowest salary.
Your doorman's wearing Balenciagas. I get it.
Well, that's because he has taste. And
just saying.
Sometimes we get free stuff. I pay what people are worth, and anyone who works for me is worth a lot. I am not going to put you in any danger that I do not feel is something beyond you, and if it's ever beyond you, I will tell you to go.
I promise you that if I see a threat coming that I can't handle with fully automatic weapons shooting phosphorus, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
I like your style, Logan, because if I ever thought that you couldn't take something down with phosphorus weapons, I would tell you to beat feet out of here too. I need the fucking keys, though I don't think you. And we look out the window. Do you have a pilot's license?
Just small aircraft. I don't have a commercial license.
Then you can't take that. And right outside the window, you can see he had a helipad built onto his grounds, and there's a helicopter sitting there.
I do prop planes like Cessnas and stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk. I do have. I actually bought a private jet line.
I'm not running guns for you, Mr. Hill.
I don't run guns.
That's exactly what a gun runner would say. I'm just saying. I don't need to know your business.
I hide. I have a tendency to need to hide witness to things because certain people.
Right.
Jesus, where'd you get this guy on Sesame Street? What the fuck?
A what? What did you say?
So where'd you get this guy? Sesame Street? What the fuck? He's asking so many stupid questions.
Honestly, I encourage people asking questions, and I'll be as honest as I'm willing to be. And if I say something I don't want them to know, guess what I can do?
Mm-hmm. There is a ringing on Deacon's phone. The number is Z.
1 second, Logan. Z, what's going on?
There's a child at the gate.
There's a what at the what?
Child at the gate looks like you. Yep.
You mean my child's at the... Okay. Well...
Wasn't going to say it, but yeah.
You could have just...
Over the phone.
Okay, we have to teach you certain nomenclature because that had a double meaning and I was very confused for a second. All right.
All right. Anyway, figured to let you know. I'm on the roof.
Thank you. Right. That gives me one thing. Look, we got to talk to Kay. Kay's in the freaking gatehouse right now. Actually, no. Z's a sniper. They were probably just looking at the road the entire time. And I feel like right at that moment is when I get the buzz from... both Logan and myself get a buzz that someone's at the door, at the gate.
about 2 minutes later, yeah. Z saw the kid coming. Okay. Logan looks to you. I mean, I have other stuff to do. I'm sure. If it's just guests, I can leave you.
Yeah, just give the word that they're good to come to the house. Anything else you need, let me know. But you literally have the run of the place outside of the places that I told you not to go.
All right.
Unless I lock all the doors, then it's just the house that I let you all be in.
Perfect.
But yeah, anything happens, let me know. But
well, I don't expect anything on night one, but
yeah, that's when they get you, though.
That's the guns stuff. Logan takes off, and you head to the gatehouse. Actually, do you just allow them to come up to the house, or are you going to head down to the gatehouse to greet them?
I give the word to let them through.
Okay. A very short time later, coming up the drive, is Lorelei. Your kid.
Yeah.
Here, knock, 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 knock. No doorbell. Just a hand on wooden door. Knock, 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 knock. Knock, 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 knock. Aggressive.
Open the door. I open the door. I have so many questions. First of which, how did you find out where I live?
Lorelei looks you up and down and has a scowl on her face, and her lip is twitching. She's like, I don't have any questions, and then goes to swing and hit you. That is 4 successes.
God, she gets that from me, doesn't she? Okay.
I did roll 7 dice.
Yeah, she definitely gets that from me. I don't want her to break her hand by hitting me because
You don't
I
have
am
fortitude
very hard
active.
to hurt.
You don't have fortitude active. You're fine. It won't hurt her. And Deacon knows that.
Okay. I do attempt. I try to just catch her. I try to catch her wrist
Sure.
as gently as I can. What would I roll for that?
That would be, I'd say, Dex and Athletics.
Dex and athletics. Okay. What am I at? It's a different night, so I believe I've.
Totally different night. Willpower's back. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to spend willpower on not taking a punch from your kid, though, which I kind of sounds a little bitch made. I'm just saying.
I wasn't going to. I was just making sure my hunger wasn't up, so it wouldn't be.
Hunger should be fine,
Yeah.
since there's been no rouse checks since.
Yes, I just wanted to make sure that wasn't up because that was going to affect how I was going to role play this. If it was super high up, different conversation.
Don't eat your
But
kid.
I'm just at
Don't
one.
eat your kid.
Yeah. Good God, my humanity would be down to 1, and I'm, and now suddenly Texas is better than me. That is. You said 4 successes. I'm not gonna re-roll these. That's 3.
3. There's not a lot of weight behind it. Actually, well, there is. But with a little mild deflection, you do also feel you feel the effects. She does deck you, and for the small frame, the slight frame that Lorelei has, it's very obvious that this girl has your genetics and does.
I'm going to correct you on one thing.
Sure.
She's built like Bianca Belair.
Oh, is she? Oh, okay.
She
Yeah,
is
I got you. Okay.
She's built like an athlete.
Okay. Well, she hits like an athlete. She shakes her hand out. When were you going to tell me? When was it happening?
One. Good technique. Ow. And what was I going to tell you?
That you're my dad. When was that conversation going to happen? Millionaire Deacon Hill, the absolute darling child of the billionaire, whatever, the darling of the municipal wing of the Calgary provincial government, the quiet hand of the law enforcement here in the city, the leader of the wave. When were you going to tell me that you were any of these things and my father? When was any of that going to happen? And why did I have to dig up every bit of fucking dirt on my own dad? Who are you and why are you hiding from me? And before you get on your high horse about fucking privilege or any of that kind of shit because you didn't want me or whatever, I don't want a fucking thing from you. I just want to know why you didn't tell me who you were to me.
No, we're going to go back. We're going to go back a second. How old am I?
39?
38. And how old are you?
Remind me, it's
25.
25, right? Yeah. I'm 25.
25.
What about it?
Yeah. How old am I again?
38.
And you're how old?
25.
Hmm.
So what?
Math.
So what? What, you couldn't tell me when you became an adult? You couldn't come back into my life at all?
I was
at
13.
all.
I was 13 when your mother had you. She was older than me. Not by much, not in a creepy way, but she was older than me.
I didn't want parents that weren't my step parents. They're still my folks. I love them.
Yes, I know that.
Why'd you
They're
hide?
good people, I know. I've met them. I didn't hide. Your parents know who I am. They've known for some time. They met me when they came and got you.
Well, then what do they know about you that they want to hide?
Can we have this? Can we have this conversation not on my doorstep? Do you want a drink?
As much as I
feel like
don't want to give you a fucking inch of anything that you want right now, yeah, I'll drink your liquor and sit at your fucking fancy table. And she walks in past you, not knowing where the fuck she's going.
To the left.
She's like, I would have found it. Dick.
No, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have. And I lead her. Actually do just have an actual bar.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I take her to that room. I don't take her to the study, which does just have like the stereotypical hoity-toity rich man stuff, because a lot of the stuff he ordered, this is stuff he's seen in movies, and he was just like, this is a thing you should have in this room. None of it, except for his office, feels like Deacon. This all just feels cookie cutter, rich person lives here.
A McMansion.
I saw this in a movie.
Yeah.
Yes, a McMansion. His office and actually the portion he's leading her to, which is around the area where the theater and the game room are, which are the other areas where he spends the most of his time, and right off of that is a bar. Those are the four places that feel like Deacon actually said, no, this is what this needs to look like. The bar area, he based it off of a random thing he saw in a video game for Like a Dragon. A whiskey bar in Ikebukuro, like a whiskey bar. He based it off of it, so it's just a wooden bar with a bunch of different whiskeys from around the world: Japanese bourbons, Japanese whiskeys, bourbons, Irish whiskeys, scotches, all these different types. Basically, nothing but brown liquor. And steps behind the bar as she sits down on a swivel seat, which is just this more comfortable than most bar seats should be, because he's like, if I'm going to have someone over, which is very rare, if at all, they're going to be comfortable in my place. And he says, what are you drinking? I've got brown.
Then I'm drinking brown. I don't care.
That was a lie. I actually have some clear as well. This Japanese is clear.
Mr. Hill, pour me something.
You want a cocktail or straight?
Oh my God. Dealer's choice.
He actually pours a Japanese whiskey, about 4 fingers, with a single ice cube, a single rounded ice cube that was already in the glass. Pushes it towards her.
She takes it. She kills half of it. Not savoring, not doing anything fancy. There's no decorum here. Sets it back down, not on a coaster. All right. Now there's fire in my belly for real. And
why did I keep you at arm's length?
Why did you keep me at arm's length?
Live your life?
Yeah.
Because you were living your life.
Couldn't have been
I
with
told
you?
you.
Or beside you? Or, making a call to you every once in a while? You think I didn't want to know you?
By the time I was in a place to find you, you were you were already an adult. You had lived a full life. Like I said, I was a child.
You
when
weren't
you were born.
you weren't a child when I was 18, Deacon. Once I became an adult, why
When
do
were
you feel
18, I wasn't in the States.
So what?
I wasn't in the country.
Who cares? Phone calls are international these days, old man. The thing that kills me, really, and I've thought about fucking saying this to you since I found out. I've been trying to think of the words that I wanted to say. Why do you feel like you got to make that choice for me?
That I got to make the choice for you to
never meet you. To never know who you were. I had to dig. You weren't hiding very hard. But I had to look. I had to dig. You're not exactly the most accessible person. And there was no trace of you being my dad besides fucking hospital records. And even those got scrubbed. I had to look for extra copies. I had to talk to not the best people. I don't.
That one perks his ears up. Who did you talk to?
Oh, I've been talking to people that I thought would associate with Deacon Hill and know things about him. I've talked to motorcycle gangs. I've talked to parole officers. I've been speaking to cops. I've been talking to crooked lawyers. I've been talking to people that would know who the billionaire Deacon Hill is and how he operates and whether or not he has an illegitimate fucking kid.
You never once thought to ask your parents.
Parents lied. I did ask my parents. They lied.
Well, that.
Oh no, they suck too.
They weren't supposed to lie.
Oh,
that was the deal we made.
Well, you go hash it out with them. You go hash it out with them. You can go and have that
there will
conversation.
be a conversation because we agreed the first time I did come to find you. It probably wasn't the best time. And then I told them I would provide for you from afar.
Right.
If you ever got curious, they would send you my way. The fact that they lied,
well,
that's annoying. But I won't hold it against them.
I can't really. Can you really blame them though? I mean, by all accounts, you're. And she thinks about her words for a second. I'm not going to say a bad guy because you're not.
No, I'm not.
But you're dangerous. I've talked to people that have worked for you, and I've spoken to people that you operate under. And I talked to that lieutenant. You pit maneuvered some poor fucking car thief's vehicle like a couple months ago. Flipped his ass.
Fuck the LT. What the hell? Oh, the dude. Oh, you mean the dude that beats his spouse? That guy?
I sure didn't ask about that. What he told me is that you flipped a carjacker's car, though.
Yeah, the guy that beats his spouse, the abuser. Yeah. Fuck that guy. Oh, is he upset about his car? I'll buy him a new one.
No, that's not what this is about. That's not what this is about. I'm not saying you're a bad guy, and I'm not saying that. And don't turn this around on me. I'm the one that should be pissed off. Deacon, you fuck.
Oh,
stop it.
I'm not pissed off.
Good, because I'm telling you, I want to be a lawyer or a detective or someone in law enforcement. And fucking clearly, I get that genetically from your ass. So how the fuck does it make sense? Yeah, I did pass the bar with no help from you. Are you telling me that all your connections and all of the information that you have and all the people that you know in the fucking field of study that I want to get into, that couldn't have helped me? I'd be 10 years ahead because my dad's Deacon Hill and he taught me the fucking ropes.
and this is the first, like, he actually gets mad at that. So you're telling me you want to be a fucking Nepo baby? I did. I'm going to cut you off right now because, no. There's a reason why you have no fucking debt. I paid for all your schooling.
I don't want your money.
You didn't need it, but I gave it to you because I wanted you to get there. Whatever you wanted to do, I paid for it.
She breaks down for a sec. And she thinks and she stops and her face goes all screwed up. Dad, I want to flip cars. And I want to run in a biker gang. And I want to hunt criminals. And I want to put bad people away. And I want to hurt people that hurt people. And you do that. I want to be the devil's devil. And that's you.
Is this something that you want, or is this something that you think you need to be? Get the rumors you heard about me.
I've wanted to be this since I was 13 years old. I grew up watching Batman. I grew up watching superheroes. I grew up reading comic books. I'm watching fucking Law and Order. I want people that hurt people to hurt. And I want them put away. And if the rumors are to be believed, no one does that better than you. And it just sucks and it hurts to find out through whoever's fucking fault that I could have had help to become what I always wanted to be.
This now leads me to another question. Have you already been trying to do this? Because
I would like you to roll a wits and insight.
This little asshole has been. Oh boy,
Let's get active.
I'm gonna rouse the blood. I'm gonna rouse the blood because I only have a 1 in insight because I normally don't really care what people's motivations are. I pass.
Okay.
That is, with a crit, that is 6 successes.
No, I don't do that shit.
Do I believe that?
You don't believe that even remotely. That's a Deacon at 25 era lie. You see it. You see it on her face because you saw that exact face in the mirror for a decade. No, I don't do that shit.
He is fully laughing.
Hey, why you laughing?
Like,
what's funny? What's funny?
Holy shit. Nature and nurture is a bitch.
What do you
Next
mean?
time you tell me a lie, make sure you actually believe that shit.
Listen, whatever, man.
No, there's no whatever. You passed the bar. You're a fucking associate at a law firm. You're doing everything above board. The same way that I do everything above board for Canada.
I mostly keep it above board.
Mostly is what concerns me.
Sometimes
kid.
bad people have to have evidence that they didn't. And sometimes they don't get caught and they still gotta pay.
I've never planted evidence on someone. What I do is I catch the people that actually did the crime, and I make sure that the evidence against them is sound. I don't want a fucking inkling getting to the opposition that they could get through. There's a difference between being a vigilante and being Deacon Hill. If you learn that difference, then you'll come work for me. I could always use another lawyer.
I don't want to be your lawyer.
To keep an eye. You're not going to be my lawyer. You're going to be a lawyer.
I don't want to be a lawyer.
Sweetie, you like comic books. What's Daredevil?
A bitch?
Honey.
No, sorry, that's bias showing. I know. No, he's a lawyer. Matt Murdock is a lawyer.
Yeah, the fact that you know Matt Murdock, because I know for a fact that Daredevil's your favorite fucking comic book. That is a thing I've messaged you about.
Yeah, but have you seen how he's been written lately? What happened in 2013, Matt Murdock? He stood on business.
Let's focus on the.
Sorry.
Let's focus on the. We'll focus on the show. Let's
you're
focus
right.
on the show where
Yeah,
he's a fucking badass.
Yeah, that's actually so true. Yeah, no, you're totally right. You're totally fucking right. That scene, that's a throwback to Old Boy. Oh, God, seriously.
Okay. Jesus. So I'm a terrible father. Okay.
You are.
Why allowing?
You're a horrible father.
I'm aware.
The worst.
Yeah.
No, you're not the worst. Actually, I can't even
I'm not
lie.
the worst.
No, but you are a bad dad. Because you haven't been a dad.
I know. Exactly. No,
she gets up, she fucking kills the rest of her drink, and she just like jabs a needle finger in your chest. Do you want to be a dad? Because I want to be a daughter.
If there's going to have to be rules for how this works. Because I've said I'm a dangerous person. I attract a lot of danger, and I don't want that on you. If you want to learn how to do what you want to do properly through the correct channels,
I want to pit
some daddy-daughter time.
Absolutely. I want to pit maneuver wife beaters and get away with it. That's the coolest shit. God, I hate you. I hate you so fucking bad. But I've read so much about you. I've read so fucking much about you.
Yeah, I'm incredibly cool, I guess.
Yeah, you're super cool. It sucks. It sucks. It's like it's literally like finding out Bruce Wayne's your dad. And that he didn't want anything to do with you. That sucks.
Whoever said I never wanted anything to do with you?
It felt like that.
As I've told you, I've been incredibly involved with your life.
From afar. Listen, I can't be your Jason Todd.
And again, we go back to the fact that your parents were never supposed to lie. Whenever you asked, they were supposed to send you to me, and they did not do that.
For what it's worth, Dad, he got one too. I rocked his shit badly.
Well, he's just a normal he's a normal person. He probably can't take a punch.
Yeah, no, he folded. He folded. He got scrambled like eggs.
Mm. Yeah, we'll work on your punch strength.
Well, a normal man can't handle the two-piece, and that's all I know. If you want to put me into more martial arts, that is what it is. But I'm just saying, ugh. All right.
Yeah. We're gonna... So, again.
Rules.
First and foremost, we're going to get you a job at Red Crown.
Okay. I'll take it.
From there...
Yeah.
We'll see about how you get trained.
I start crashing cars into Scorched MC chop shops.
Yeah, that's not... Yeah, you're not doing that.
I've seen the Deacon
Because
Mobile.
I don't do that. None of us do that.
None of us do that?
Anything
None of
that
us
is
do
done.
that.
I do that.
Texas does that.
I do that.
And you
Texas
know,
does.
you know
Texas
that
doesn't work for me.
You know that she shouldn't know who the fuck Texas is.
Yeah, I know.
I heard about that
So
case. I heard about that case
Hey,
of that guy
Lorelei?
splattered all over that fucking living room.
Hey, Lie.
Uh-huh.
How do you know that name?
Because I'm your kid. And I'm just as good at finding shit out as you.
Yeah, no. Let me get to my disciplines real quick.
If you're using
No, let me
forget,
have this.
if you're using
No,
forget.
I'm using Capel. I want to know how the fuck she knows that name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. She also can't resist that. Are you asking to know what the fuck she knows?
I just simply say L.
There's a woman that works down at the Wave. Her name is Phyllis. And her lips get pretty loose when you tell her a sob story about being Deacon Hill's daughter. And you loosen her up with a bottle of Johnny Walker and 6 of the fattest, stickiest blunts known to man. I also showed her the blood test that was proving that I'm yours. She knows who I am. And she told me who Texas is. And to be honest, to be so honest, she's the realest person that you know.
You don't know the people I know. But since it's Phyllis, I'm going to let it slide.
I also learned he has a girlfriend.
Job. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I knew that before he knew that.
That's what she said.
He's smarter than he thinks, but he's not as smart as most people. It's a whole thing.
What she said was, as she's like still under the compulsion, what Phyllis said was, Tex is the kind of man that could walk into a field of wet pussy and come out dry.
Deacon visibly is trying not to laugh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So back to the parameters of daddy-daughter time. Job. Training. The right way. Because if I ever hear about you hitting the streets, doing some bullshit, daughter or not, Lorelei, I will shut that shit down.
Understood. I can work within your parameters. If you teach me all you know, I'll follow along.
I'll teach you everything you need to know. And then from there, we'll see if you want to be an investigator. Or
it's a process. I get it. I get it. I'm in. I'm in, and I'll follow your rules. I'm in. Trust. I've wanted this. I've wanted this. So, do you usually have someone watching people from the roof?
Wow, good Lord, you really are my fucking kid.
Rangefinders are $100 at Cabela's.
Wait, what did you say? Sorry.
I said rangefinders are $100 at Cabela's.
That's Z.
That's Z?
COO.
They're $100 and I'm gonna go buy one because they're not.
Rangefinders are insert a value that a lawyer could pay at Cabela's. All right.
That's my COO. That's the COO of Red Crown, my second in command.
Okay.
And unlike me, she won't be as sweet on you. So, mind your manners. And do not jab her in the chest, as she will put you down. Not deadly, but it'll hurt.
Well, for tonight, I'm going to drink your liquor. I'm going to sleep on your couch. And then
there's a bed.
Wherever. And then I am around and available when you're ready.
Good to know.
Okay.
And again, your parents and I, we need to have a conversation. But till then, I'll show you to your room.
Yeah, you go talk to him. I don't care. Yeah.
Yes, you do. And I show her to a bedroom that is basically just an apartment.
Perfect.
And then I contact Z, and I let her know. You may be training Lorelei.
Yeah.
And also, run a background check on Phyllis.
Yeah, okay.
She gets too loose-lipped when she drinks. Just in case. I just want to know more about her.
Okay. Do you feel like this is an appropriate place to zoom out?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to push us back here. Folks, players, my fellow players at the table, do we feel okay to not take a break tonight and just push through since we had a late start? Are we doing okay? Does anyone need a human break? I figured I would ask.
Let's get active.
Perfect. Just letting folks know, we won't go more than an hour long. From this point, we probably won't get to all of the scenes that we were talking about earlier. Y'all got the long talks tonight. Positive. So we will then zoom in on our favorite reprobate. On
That's me.
this auspicious evening after Uptown is released from the oubliette, as it's been described, where do we find you specifically? Where do you head exactly after that point?
So, I don't think Uptown knows where he's going. I think when he hits Hunger 5 and the beast fully takes over, he is lost in a reverie that feels like all of the best moments of love and life to him. In the real world, he is in a frenzy and doing what vampires do in frenzy, but to his mind's eye, he is waltzing in a ballroom. He is dancing, laughing, having truly the time of his life.
Okay.
And it's not an act. Like, he's too far gone, and I will say he has ridden the wave, technically, because I didn't make a roll to resist frenzy. I just said it happened, so we'll go with that. But he is in hunger frenzy, which means he has to feed until he reaches hunger 1 again before it wears off. So he is stalking the streets of Calgary as Kyle Strathcona in a shredded up suit, sometimes looking like he's waltzing down the street. And unless stopped or he hits hunger 1, he's going to keep doing that until one of those conditions is met.
Okay.
That is the horror of the beast, after all. He feels that soft feminine voice, not just in his ear, but taking over his entire body. Jolene is in the driver's seat.
There's a point where that sort of like blissful waltz and dance becomes a bit of a nightmare. You start seeing people from your past. You're biting into someone. You're drinking. You're taking a drink from a cocktail at a party. You are on a boat, taking a trip with friends. You're drinking a beer. You have the life's essence of someone running down your chin. And you aren't stopped, although there is a monster in the driver's seat. Although you are dancing in the spaces that you are feeding, Uptown's essence is not one of very revelatory nature. You do not expose yourself to people. You do not... your entire life almost was spent in secret. You were hiding the fact that you were going to join the military. You were hiding the fact that, you had... oh my God, you've had problems when it comes to hiding who you are to the Camarilla, when it comes to hiding that you were an anarch, that you had different ideals. You've been hiding so many parts of yourself, and it's translated and it's bled into quite literally your subconscious. And it is only those that would be looking down dark alleyways and be looking into unlit parking lots and into the abandoned commercial lots where individuals wouldn't dare gather in the middle of winter, that anyone would see this display. And so it is just outside of a closed down business. You come to, you're within a shopping mall on the outskirts of Calgary. There is a glass ceiling. You're looking up, you're staring. The smell of blood is heady in your nose. You see the gentle glow of a single light bulb left on after years of disrepair in a Benihana's sign. And it is a rather unsanctimonious return to lucidity. And there is someone
first thing I do,
crouching beside you, though.
Oh. Do I recognize them?
You do. You see, crouching just beside is Ratombre.
The first thing I do when I come to, I realize, I think Uptown in this moment realizes that he's not looking like himself. I don't know if he's quite figured out immediately
Who he looks like?
that he's looking, who he looks like, but almost as a reflex, he's going to activate Mind Mask, Obfuscate.
Oh,
So
okay.
that if anyone tries to dig into, so if Raton in this moment tries to be like, who are you? If he has any suspicions. But he's going to look up and go, Raton?
Who are you?
Quite sure right now.
Well, I know
It's been
that
a long
you're.
night.
I know you're not Kyle. So who are you?
Take a deep breath in. Just kind of taking in the room. I look around. I'd like to use heightened senses to make sure nobody else is hanging around. Would you like me to roll?
Yes, I would like you to roll.
Okay, so that will be resolve and aspects.
Are you using Sense the Unseen or heightened senses?
Sense the unseen
Yeah, okay.
specifically.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah. That's 3 and then... Six successes.
There seems to be no one else present. In the starlight and dim lit incandescent glow of this light, you and Ratombre are the only people in this echoey, abandoned mall.
In my best Kyle Strathcona impression. You've always been very clever, Raton. Does it matter who I am?
It does. It always does. You got messy out there.
Wouldn't have... Yeah. Sabat tend to drive one to be like that. The Black Hand even more so.
So, you were some Sabat kidnappee.
Something like that, yes.
And now you've been shaped into Strathcona. To what end? To frame him for something that's clever. I'd just like to know motive before I decide whether to kill you or to let you off the hook.
If I'm being completely honest, I don't remember some of the details. The important ones.
Right.
If I've been changed to look like this, which I suspect I have, can that be undone?
Not by me. And I don't care. I have two guesses on who you might be. One is a brainwashed good friend of mine who has been rode hard, put away wet, and shaped into Strathcona, and that is very much the Sabbat MO. And the other is, Raton taps you on the forehead. It's you weaselly little shit. Uptown, if you're in there and this is some fucking plot, I swear to
look back.
Everything that I am.
I thought we were on the outskirts.
We are on the outskirts.
Oh, is Uptown a name?
No, you dumb bastard. Oh my goodness.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I please get an insight? Or sorry, wits and subterfuge.
Yeah, absolutely. Wits. That's my good one. Subterfuge. I'm gonna rouse the blood.
Okay. Beat 7 successes.
That's tough, but doable. Going to spend a willpower. That is 7 successes.
Okay, we're going to pretend. Okay. You, if you are Uptown, I encourage you to tell me, because this is going to make things far easier. I suddenly have dirt on you, and you've done me a big favor by incriminating Strathcona in a very major way. We can go on our separate ways, knowing that our little game of cat and mouse is continued. If you're Duncan Howley, then I'm obligated to bring you back to the court and turn you back into whatever shape that you're supposed to be and give you a slap on the wrist for being a sloppy bitch. And if you're neither, then you die. So, which is it? Do you want me to deliver you into the hands of Strathcona, or do you want to walk out of here?
I think I zone out. And it's not even, in this moment, it's not even an act from Uptown. He just zones out at having to come back into complex political machinations after being at the mercy of his beast, and he just stares across the room.
As you're staring across the room, there is a cacophony of gunfire. It shoots off. There's probably... You being a former Secret Service agent, you hear at least 15 to 20 rounds rattle off out of a fully automated rifle. There's tracer rounds flying out. There's a sudden green glow coming from a headed figure that is just barely poking around a corner. You hear shouting as a magazine is being reloaded, and this man who stands about 5'9" is walking down Raton Brie and peppering him with gunfire.
Okay. The training kicks in. I grab I leap to my feet, grab Raton Brie, and roll over behind whatever I can. anything that's in this room?
Okay.
Is there anything close by? A stack of pallets?
Yeah,
something?
you roll over a marble, a faux marble like balustrade, like just a little like barricade between two different sections of the mall. You flip over one side, and then you snap as you hear the voice of Modi. And you hear him shout out. He says, I don't give a fuck who you are, you piece of shit. You get your goddamn hands off him. I've been tracking him the entire fucking time. He's the one that came out of that cave. I'm gonna put so many holes in you, you're gonna be fucking chased. You whore! You fucking whore! And you just hear these shouting, just expletive after expletive. And then Raton looks at you through this shouting and the peppering of gunfire, sending like clacks
Is it
of
Modi shooting.
You're pretty sure it's Modi shooting over the shots, and Raton looks at you and just says, "Who the fuck?" And then he just goes cold.
I look at, we are like face to face, inches away from each other. And I just pull a hand up and go, and I activate Cloak the Gathering. And Raton Bree and I leave together if he lets.
Raton Bree disappears in a cloud of smoke. 100%. A trick you have seen him use before.
He's using Oblivion. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gone?
He is gone.
Okay. I do get 1 point hungrier from that. I
Okay.
made one of the rouse checks, but it costs 2. If that's the case, I'm going to stand up very slowly. I'm going to say, hello. I'm going to stand up very slowly with my hands up. Stand up.
A warning shot skitters off of that balustrade. I saw someone leave the place where Texas went. And I just went and I dealt with Strathcona, so I know you're not him. The only person from this city who isn't a fucking rat should be uptown. So if you're not uptown, then I'm going to fucking kill you.
Internally, Uptown's never been more proud. He looks at Modi in this moment. He looks around. With my sense the unseen still active, is Raton Bree in this room?
Gone.
Or is he gone.
Gone.
Hey. Okay. I look around. And I say, God damn it, I've never been more fucking proud of you. And his face melts back into Uptown.
Modi starts weeping openly.
I run up and
he takes off the night vision goggles, and the gun drops to the ground. His hands are shaking. There's tears streaking down his face. I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead.
I thought I was dead too.
I thought you were dead.
I'm not gonna fucking lie. That was Harry. Yep.
I kidnapped Hallie. I kidnapped Hallie. I lied. I lied to the Coterie. I said that I wasn't going to hunt for you. I lied to them. I lied to all of them. I lied to Texas. And I love Texas.
Okay, this is a lot to take in. We need to get out of here specifically now, so just keep slow.
I'm a vampire. I'm a vampire. I made myself into a vampire.
Oh. Who?
Stole blood.
Whose blood?
I stole from Strathcona.
That is a problem that we will deal with later.
Everybody was saying he was this big, powerful guy. And Lavali said that he kept his own stuff on ice somewhere. He's a bitch. He's not good with cybersecurity, and I found it.
Okay. One step at a time, Modi. Are you hungry?
No.
Okay.
And I think I have to eat Chili's waitresses. Like,
I'm not. Okay.
Like, I
All
know,
things
like,
considered,
I
man,
know.
that's pretty fucking hilarious.
like I know. Fuck you. Like, I know that Ventru get a thing where they can't drink certain blood, and that's the
Also-
one.
Okay. This is a lot.
I fucked up.
No. Hold
Fucked
on.
up a whole bunch of times.
You know, I was actually gonna. When you told me that you kidnapped Howley, the only thought in my mind was to offer you the embrace. If I'm being so serious,
I don't want to be crazy.
Fucking shit.
No.
Fair.
Absolutely
I didn't
not.
say I'd use my blood. I didn't say I'd use my blood.
I wanted it to be whatever Lupe is. She's so sexy and smart, and she's got magic, and that's cool, but it's not weird Tremere magic, where they make you do stuff for it. It's just vibes and orgies, man, and now I gotta drink waitresses.
Modi. I pull him in and I pat him on the back of the head. I'm alive.
Man,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Glad.
Thank you.
We gotta go disarm.
you're
No, we gotta go.
Yeah, we need to go.
Yeah, I have.
Hold on,
I
I'm gonna-
fucking set so many bombs.
Where are they?
There's there's some pipe bombs under Strathcona's cars, and I set a whole bunch of structural ones underneath that parkade that Raton owns, and I fucking put a whole bunch of ones. I overreacted.
No, we're at full-blown war right now, Modi. You acted like a soldier. It wasn't well thought out,
not a
but it
fucking
was
soldier.
something. I know
I
you're
play
not.
Fortnite.
Modi, look me in the eyes. I'm the soldier. I'm here now. I'm gonna take care of it, and I'm gonna take care of you. And I activate Cloak the Gathering,
Okay.
and I say, keep your voice low.
Okay.
We're gonna go find them.
Okay.
Come with me.
Yeah. All right. Why'd you go missing? What happened?
I was... Texas and I were assaulting the Archon's home.
Fucking stupid. That's so dumb.
Well, she's dead now, so...
Why'd you have to go and do it like that? Because you just like...
No. One of her guards beat me into torpor. Like, was enough to beat me into torpor.
That's because you're not good at fighting.
I'm real good at shooting, and I had Texas and Longtooth with me.
They got super speed, man. And fucking, they get blown up. And not care. You can't fight.
I also had 25 pounds of C4.
Fucking fat lot of good, did ya? I'm so mad at you.
Okay.
Man. We were just getting along.
I know. I know a fair bit about the Sabbat now, at least, though.
I don't care. If you go missing again, I'm blowing up the city. The whole city. Everyone in it. I don't care. I don't care. The only fucking buildings that are going to be standing are fucking Chili's and the LRT. And that's it. So I can get from my house to the Chili's. That's it. That's the only fucking buildings in goddamn Calgary that are going to be standing. I'm going to be slamming triple dippers and drinking waitresses and playing Fortnite, and nobody else is allowed to be alive. That's it. I'm done. I'm fucking over it. I'm over this shit. I'm a vampire now. I can't go out in the day. I can't even get a tan.
the first thing we need to do is make sure that nobody knows what clan you are. Because when the rest of the Ventrue figure it out, you're going to have a bad time.
Oh, God, Deacon's going to be so mad.
He's going to be
fucking furious. I know. Oh, my God.
So we need to fake a different clan for you, starting right now. Can you feel which powers you're best at after the embrace?
No.
Okay.
I can tell people what to do and they listen. But I don't know if that was just because I was mad or if it was blood. I don't know. I can't tell. I've been in a fugue. I've been mad and sad.
You know what? Modi, you have done probably the most for me out of anyone when I've been alive or dead.
And I still don't have a PS5.
No, you're getting as many PS5s as you want.
I wanted one. Oh, now I'm dead and it's okay? You bitch.
Modi,
you fucking yellow sunglass bitch. Kidnapped ass bitch.
Modi, if we don't decide who your sire is right now, you're going to be a Catif.
Oh, I could be a Catif.
Or I was going to offer that it be me. I'll bite the bullet.
That would make the most sense.
Yeah.
That would make the most sense. But I'm not crazy.
No.
What's my illness? Like, what's my mental illness? I kind of had those to start. Yeah. Paranoia.
Yeah, no, you went absolutely postal trying to get me back from the spot, and I rewarded you with the embrace.
No, you embraced me before, and that's why I went crazy.
Yes.
That's a better story.
Yep. Yep. No, I like that better. Okay.
I have to tell Pothanos.
Pothanos? Are you guys friends?
Yeah, he's like my bestie now. I like him a lot.
I fucking love that. Yeah, he's fucking dope.
Well, I'm teaching him about like the modern world. Yeah. No, he doesn't. No, he thinks you're the worst.
Yeah, all right. Fair enough.
Well, I know you probably want him to like you because he's the coolest guy, but it's just you're so fucking masturbatory about your fucking your cerebral stuff and like how you tell people stuff in puzzles and teach everybody a lesson. He told me once, he's like, a lot of words for a guy with such a stupid face. Ha ha ha. And then we had a good laugh about it. And it was him trying to make a joke, like, you know, like ribbing the homies. So I think he sees you as like a friend, but like that weird one in the... It's whatever, I'm rambling. Thank you for being back. I'm glad you're back.
Yes, I'm the weird friend. I get it. That's a role I fit well in.
Yeah,
so
yeah, okay.
I can live with that. You're okay?
No.
Well,
I haven't been.
All things considered.
No, I'm still not okay. No, absolutely not. I need therapy. Yeah. I need therapy that no one else can give. I need a young priest and an old priest to fucking exercise this shit out of me. Like, I don't know what I fucking need. God.
Well, let's go clean up the mess and then we'll figure it out.
We have to go disarm these bombs.
Yes.
There's like 3 dozen. Honestly, it's just IR sensors, gunpowder, and nails. Like, it ain't that serious. Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
All right, so...
Modi?
Yeah.
In the most platonic way I can say this, I love you, man.
I know.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Do it again.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I meant it. Whatever. Okay. Fucking he picks up his gun.
Yeah.
And you guys head out. We feel good.
I walk around I walk around picking up the shell casings, and that's where we zoom out.
Yeah. All right, we zoom out. So, there is such a dichotomy in the scenes this evening, and I'm going to ask... Oh, this is stupid. Texas. Quick question. Do you have anything that you would be doing post post kidnapping salvation? I don't know exactly what you call it. Or would you be going and speaking to December?
Oh, absolutely. So both of those. The first thing is Texas is at the MC and he is legitimately down 2 bottles of whiskey and he's sitting in his garage listening to fucking Brooks and Dunn.
Brooks and Dunn.
Time.
Okay. Okay. You're having a good time. You're drinking to really no end, unless you're mixing it with blood.
It is mixed with blood.
Perfect, yeah. But you're having a good time. You're getting a little messed up. You're at the MC. You're working on stuff. What is it that you're trying to do here at the MC?
He's trying to distract himself from everything that's been happening. There's been a lot that's going. There's a lot that he's recently taken on, and there hasn't been a moment to where he feels with himself. It seems like a lot of things that he's been doing has been for and of other people. And so he's trying to capture a moment to where it's nothing but himself. So he's reverting back to what he remembers. Country music, alcohol, oil, steel, as he sits and works at the MC.
You feel the next time you reach for a tool, you feel it slide into your hand.
God damn it, Longtooth! I told you to leave me alone.
I didn't want to be alone.
Yeah, but I wanted to be alone. That's the reason why I told you to leave me alone.
Are you sure? Or is it like, I want to be alone, and then you go and you're sad alone somewhere and it's better if someone's there? Like, is it like a cry for help?
I'm not sad. It's just been a lot that's been going on.
What's been going on?
Everything with the whole thing with Enkidu and the group and
Yeah, okay.
I don't really know what else is going on, and then there's December. It's just been a lot.
What about December?
I think we're kind of a thing now.
You're like smooching buddies?
Yeah, we're smooching buddies. Longtooth, if you're gonna sit here and talk to me, hand me that bottle.
Okay. And he passes you the bottle and looks at you. You sure you sure you're okay?
No,
You're not.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
No. What's wrong, LT? Talk to me.
No, I don't want to talk about my problems. You know my problems. I talk about my problems all the time. I say them out loud constantly because I'm that guy. I'm always bitching about all my problems to you. Always. So you tell me yours this time. I want to know what yours are. Are you scared because you're in love? Or you have a new smooching friend and you're in love?
Oh, it's not the problem.
Okay.
It's part of the problem.
Okay. Why is it a problem?
He takes a heavy pull, and he kind of sits on the edge of a rack, and he goes, I don't think I'm going to make it out of here to see how long or what this turns into.
You mean you're gonna die?
Probably.
Longtooth goes silent.
But it's a decision that I made in order to protect those that I care about. I couldn't let December take on all of that burden. And Deacon and Lupe, they hold a more important position in what's going on. And I don't know what was going on with Uptown, but honestly, I feel the most expendable. And I find strength in that because it gives me a purpose.
So I've been working on being better at sneaking and obfuscating and going invisible and stuff. And I can summon a bunch of animals now. And
That's nice, Longtooth.
it's pretty much so that if things get too scary, I can hide us and we can live. Because I've kind of been feeling the same way a bit. Like Trevor's probably like he's really powerful. I'm not certain he can be killed because of what he is. And like Fox is really tough, but Fox is a cockroach. And they're not gonna die. So it's kinda you and me, eh?
No, Longtooth, it's just me. And like he takes another pull and he tosses it across the MC garage and it smashes against the wall. And he kind of stammers and he grabs the shoulders of Longtooth and he goes, "Do you understand what it means to be the person?" And he's doing like one of these like Pirates of the Caribbean things. He's like weeping and wobbling. You understand what it means to be a soldier like myself?
No, I don't. But
You don't. You don't. You don't ask questions. You just see the mission in front of you, and you take it, and you fulfill it for the sake of your company and those who are involved in it. I pride myself on that, Longtooth. It's what I have, and everyone keeps wanting to take it away from me.
You're the only. It doesn't really matter if I'm a soldier or if you think this is alone. I'm ugly and rude, and no one really likes me. But you're the first real friend that I've had, and I wasn't trained to be a soldier, or this warrior. I just got to decide what brotherhood meant to me. And it means that we go down together. So,
he stammers again. We don't, Longtooth, we don't go down together. We are not friends. We are not brothers. I have a job, and I'm going to do it. And if you want to be here, that's fine.
I think that if you think that way, that I'm still okay pretending that we're friends.
What's it going to take, Longtooth? Huh? What's it going to take for you to leave me the fuck alone? Huh?
I'm never gonna leave you alone.
I see we're taking the hard way, and he swings at him.
Longtooth takes the hit. All, however much of it is.
Yeah? Is that enough? You understand now? This shit's serious, Longtooth. I have a job. I have a position. I don't have time for friends or brotherhood. The last brothers I had died, and I watched them do it. And I'm not going to watch another one do it again. So go on, Yeller. Going back to your hole.
That's not how this works.
That's how it's going to be.
That's not how it's going to be. If you want to watch another brother die, then yeah, you're going to have to be the one to kill him.
Texas takes a wild swing at Longtooth, missing again, but then he kind of like falls into his arms. It's just... It's so... fucking... much. Longtooth and I'm tired. And you can, if Longtooth looks where I can assure that he can see it, he can see like blood streaks coming down Texas's face, and he's like,
"Yep,
I started this wanting peace. Longtooth, I wanted solitude. I wanted to be alone, and now I find myself in the middle of a whirlwind that I can't find myself out of. And the best way that I can do it is alone." And he stands up and he looks at Longtooth. He's like, "So fucking leave."
Longtooth starts to heal from the strike, and you see that ragged, pockmarked visage of his come back and heal into its regular shape. And he looks to you. You can't make me leave. It doesn't matter anymore. You can act or be as broken and as hurt as you want. When I tell you that I'm with you right until the end, I'll be there right until the end.
Texas grabs both sides of whatever Longtooth is wearing, and he's looking at him, and his eyes are glinting red, both sets of fangs descending. He looks at him and goes, "You fucking idiot. I'll give you a goddamn out." And then he hits his knees, and he's just sobbing.
Longtooth lets Texas sit in this for a moment. And then he picks up Texas. And here's a little secret that you haven't known really this whole time. And he walks over, shouldering Texas, to an SUV that's sitting up on a jack. And he sets Texas up against a pillar, leaning. And then Longtooth puts two hands in the undercarriage of the vehicle, lifts it, and walks it over with these gigantic steps and sets it down. He opens up the door. Get in. We're gonna go for a drive and clear your head.
I don't have time for this, LT. I'm tired.
No, you're not
I
tired.
think I've had too. I'm tired. Longtooth.
Let me take you somewhere. Come on.
I've done too much. Longtooth. I'm tired.
And he puts, with some force, he puts his shoulder underneath yours. And let me carry you. Come on.
He lets him.
I've been stronger than you know the whole time. We can do this together. Come on. And he ushers you into the SUV. He hot wires it quick. And he takes off. And for the first time, Longtooth actually drives you somewhere. And it's nowhere. He's crying. He's driving. There's no music. And the two of you while away the evening. Just staring out at nothing and allowing there to be silence. And for the first time, with nowhere to be and nothing to do, it does actually feel like a moment of peace. And I think that's where we zoom out from Texas and LT. I have one question. Do we feel like we have time for one more short scene? How's everyone feeling? Yes? We are going to zoom in on Lupe. Lupe, where do we find you in this evening as you are receiving a call from Trevor?
She is probably sitting in her office at Wolf's Den, checking on things. But she stops what she's doing when she sees that he calls and picks up. Well, good evening.
Hey, how's it going?
Just going over some paperwork in the office. It's going well. How are you?
Kind of ecstatic a little bit. I just got done with Howley.
Oh.
You want to chat? Grab a drink?
Absolutely.
Where are you?
Of course. I'm at Wolf's Den.
I'll be there in 5.
All right. See you soon.
Trevor
She
arrives.
will wait for him in the entry area. Yeah.
Trevor arrives wearing leather coat, jeans, the typical apparel, band tee. Today it's the Dead Kennedys.
Nice.
And he looks at you, says, "Oh my God," I try to say something shocking, but instead I'm just going to say you look amazing.
Thank you. She, of course, is decked out as per usual.
So, private room.
Oh, yeah, come with me. And she'll take his hand.
The short walk that leads to the private room. He looks around. He seems to be like whistling, and he's like really in good spirits. And eventually, you get into the private room. So, he sits down. He pulls out a notepad. He sets it on the table. Takes his phone out, sets it on the table as well. So, Duncan Howley. Duncan Howley, Nosferatu Primogen. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Modi might be the biggest linchpin in the city for that little stunt.
I was thinking of getting him a little reward.
I think he deserves one. I think he deserves one. Duncan Howley owns a piece of shorefront property. It's got a big dock on it. What if I told you that I'm so fucking certain that, very likely with the help of Mr. Deacon Hill, we can prove that this city has been playing around with the Sabbat for the better part of a few hundred years.
Oh, really?
I don't think it was ever Cam.
You have everything you need.
How is it that there are packs sitting in Airdrie? How does that make any sense? Just next door. And after a big eradication. Duncan Howley has pretty detailed notes on a few very, very distinct Sabbat members that are now operating out of different places in the United States. Apparently, they were the ones that were eradicated here in Calgary. I don't think they ever died. I think they were I think they were flesh crafted and then relocated.
That would make sense. How have they, and why have they bothered with the facade then?
They're weak right now. The Second Inquisition is everywhere. They were beaten back. And it's a hell of a lot easier when you're on your back foot to make it look like you were pushed out. Duncan has notes going all the way back to this big massacre. However, they're just notes. If these notes are to be believed, there are Sabbat members sitting on ice on the SS Moyer. And I bet this little pack that's in Airdrie would love to wake them up now that we're back in open warfare. I think there is a little bit of a problem, though.
And what's that?
I don't think Strathcona's summoning Camarilla members. I think history repeats itself in this Weasley little piece of shit. He's bringing in some very big guns from the Sabbat. It would explain the Black Hand.
It would. So what do you want to do about it?
We need to get to the Moye first.
And above table, that's the name of the ship that Deacon had information on.
100%. Yeah. Location, ownership, et cetera, et cetera. You should have a leg up as far as you know, because Deacon, biggest throwback, Deacon did a bunch of digging at the beginning of season 1.
Episode 1, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, the man of the year, Deacon Hill, already can help us with that. I've heard that name thrown around. He knows where it is.
Okay. That's what I have on my end. I'm fairly certain that the premier flip-flopping piece of shit in the modern world is going to do it again, or never did to begin with. How did your talk with the big guy go?
The big guy? Oh, right. She was like big, and Keto's short. It went surprisingly well.
Everyone's alive.
Yes. I want to see what I can do to make the East seem very appealing to him.
Send him east, get him, nail him with the calling, hey?
I am aware that he already feels it.
That would make sense. That would make sense.
And given that he was connected to Set, I hope to learn from him a little bit before I send him on his way.
How do we get a meeting with him?
He has already agreed to meet with Liam and I.
With
Again.
Liam and you?
Yes.
Why Liam?
Our bloodline. And Liam
Okay.
knows a thing or two about dealing with those from ancient times.
Yeah, no, he's an educated man. I get it. I totally get it. I would have thought
He
he
was surprisingly convincing.
Okay. Yeah. Can I get you to roll a charisma and subterfuge, please?
Absolutely. Subterfuge. Can I use my specialty here?
Long con? Oh, wait, no.
Yes.
Yeah, you totally can.
Excellent. So that's 7 dice now. Oh, yes. Okay. That is... You know what? I'm going to spend a willpower and roll the rest of these again.
Okay.
Just for fun.
Sure.
See how many more I get. Oh, yes! I'm so glad I did that. 8 with a critical.
8 with a crit. Okay. Mm-hmm. He doesn't seem to really give it a lot of thought. Okay. Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, so I don't know if it's just me or what it is, but since Enkidu's been out, I've felt a lot more calm.
Because things didn't blow up immediately.
No, I think it's more than that. It's old blood awakening. Strange things are bound to happen.
Could be.
Yeah. So, anyway, we go to war with the Sabbat. We go and we wake up these extra members. We have a little tete-a-tete with them. We catch Strathcona fucking dead to rights. He gets got by us. And then we summon in a real Archon to oversee, proper praxis, barony, over the entirety of Calgary. And bing, bang, boom, we're the de facto wards of the domain.
And you want to call in an Archon to help facilitate this?
I do.
I was hoping Calgary would move in a more independent direction.
Well, I mean, it's for the movement.
It's for the movement.
Yeah, the Anarchs.
Invite the tower back.
Well, we still have agreements with them. We have to work with them.
Do we?
Yeah, we do. It's a part of the rules, the laws, the agreements that we've had the whole time. It's the Camarilla are scary, Lupe.
I thought the victors of the war determined how history was written. Food for thought.
Yeah, I get that. It can't. I mean, maybe later, but for now we have to solidify ourselves. Without Camarilla backing and the chance to maybe sire or bring in other loyalists to feed and live in the domain, we won't have the strength to repel anyone. They're terrifying. I wouldn't have everything that we fought for. I wouldn't have everything that we fought for just kind of crumble because we were power hungry. That's all.
Can I insight him?
Yeah. Go right ahead.
If I could lend you my auspex on this roll, I fucking would.
Wits and insight. Three successes.
As far as you can tell, he seems to be pretty earnest. Like, you've seen Trevor as
He's never not been.
He's been pretty earnest the whole time that you've dealt with him, as much as he can be. He's also tried to be the wartime leader, and he's been, he's held his cards close to his chest a few times. But when it comes to like the Anarch movement, like the revolt, he's been pretty honest and upfront. He's an Anarch, like he's the Baron. He's not looking to really branch out right now, anyway. As far as you can tell, he's very much like, yeah, there's rules to this, so we kind of have to we gotta.
Fair enough.
I don't want to. It's just what you're suggesting is so risky.
I think the risk can be worth the reward, but perhaps a conversation for after we win this. Maybe you'll feel differently then.
I'm just saying we establish ourselves first.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, that's really everything I had tonight.
Oh, I see. Well. Thank you for the update, Baron.
Do we have a problem?
She kind of smirks at him. She's teasing him.
I don't want this to be we're trying not to bring politics into all this. Like, I'm not... Don't make me choose between you and the Anarchs.
I wouldn't, first of all.
Because...
I was teasing you.
It's... Because I don't think I'd pick the Anarchs.
Don't tell me that. I might take advantage someday. I am the snake in the garden, after all.
I just don't... I fought for these people for so long.
She's gonna touch his shoulder. Really, I'm not upset. I was teasing you. Perhaps my timing was poor.
Okay. Yeah, okay. He seems like this is weighing pretty heavy on him. He's kind of wearing that on his sleeve.
Hey.
Yeah.
Really?
I know everything. The stakes are so high.
No, you have a lot on your shoulders right now.
You too, though. You just met with a Methuselah.
Oh. That's just the beginning of my problems.
Okay, you want to talk about him?
I hate to pull the ministry business card, but I don't fully understand what I'm dealing with on that end, so...
Is it this whole Lady K thing again?
No, it goes beyond that.
Okay.
I haven't even told Liam about it yet. I'm not sure what to do. I know what to do, but I'm not sure what to do about this.
What is it?
I went looking for answers.
Yeah.
And I found them.
Okay.
They were handed to me.
Oh.
By Set.
Okay.
Something I haven't really disclosed to you before is that my bloodline is of the royal variety. Something I have only learned fairly recently.
Okay.
I knew we were special, but I didn't know how special. And this seemed to confirm some things for me.
I can kind of relate.
Oh?
Well, I'm not.
Right. The temporis.
We're treated a little different.
And Kidu recognized it right away. Called us royal. I think that's why he was willing to speak to us.
That's horrifying.
Ah, it is. It is and it isn't. It's intriguing. It's exciting. And it's terrifying.
Okay.
I want to know more.
Well, all right. Let's change the subject. I think we're wearing that one out a little bit.
Fair enough.
Did you cast a spell on me?
What?
Like a spell? Like a love spell? Like a potion? Like a love potion? Like an arrow or...
No, darling, I believe that's referred to as sex.
Nope.
I do have that effect. No, I did not cast any spell on you.
There isn't pussy good enough on this planet that would make me betray my fucking morals.
Not sure about that, but so your crush has developed, has it?
Maybe.
She looks very pleased.
Listen,
Oh, really?
you are beautiful and you are smart, and there is something dark and horrible about you. You're special. I've met a lot of people in all of my years being dead and alive, and there's really not any of them that compare. It's the aesthetics, it's the appeal, it's how you conduct yourself, it's the past, it's your moral structure, it's the want for power, but it's also the mystery and the danger and the everything. And if I'm gonna be dead, I want it to be exciting.
Agreed.
Yeah. So it just kind of feels like this might be something more than just a crush or a fling.
I would agree.
Okay.
We did say that we would give this a real try, didn't we?
I think
I meant what I said.
so did I. I think that there's a very stark fact that we put our lives on the line every single night just by living on a planet where half of the waking day can kill us. And if we don't make the most of it, then we're being stupid.
I would agree with that.
Then I gave you a sword.
You did give me a sword.
Who gives people swords? I've never given anyone a sword before.
Badass men who use swords?
That's what I thought in the moment. You get it. Okay, well.
Of course I do.
And I want to broach this before it becomes complicated.
Okay.
Liam's not going to be an issue, right? I don't want to step on whatever.
No.
No?
If he doesn't like it, then he doesn't have to be involved.
Okay. Okay. Because I don't mind if you and him are whatever. Like,
I know. He said the same thing about you.
yeah, well, I'm great.
Of course.
And he's on a generational fuck-up run.
He is currently at arm's length.
Okay.
And will stay there for the foreseeable future.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool.
Does that mean I get to call you my boyfriend now instead of saying that you're the Baron in public all the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Excellent.
I can quit calling you my slam piece. just joking. I'm just joking.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's ride this train. And we'll do it together.
All right. Okay.
Next sword I give you is going to be better.
I prefer things that are a little sparklier than swords. I'm happy with the one I have.
Well, I can cover it in glitter if you want.
She's gonna kiss him on the cheek. You are too cute.
All right. No, I'm dark and mysterious. I'm super strong, and I'm a very powerful
So
man.
mysterious.
Yeah. Listen, I was democratically elected. I didn't win this position through being a fucking dark, spectacular hero or anything. All right. Cool. Let's you want to go watch shitty movies, make out, and get a drink?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
God's yes.
Yeah.
I need a night off.
Yeah, we can worry about the apocalypse tomorrow. And honestly, if it is tomorrow, I'll rewind time and we can watch Breakfast Club 3 more times.
Worth it.
Worth it. We'll fade out from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Boom. All right, folks. I know we ran a little bit long tonight. Thank you for sticking around. This is it. We're ending. We ran late because we were here late. So we will. Is T-Pain live? Is T-Pain live?
All that, Aaron.
Man.
Aaron, hit on.
Oh my God! Right. Yeah.